Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampACrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me for another live video tutorial today. We have something super quick and easy to do, but packs a little bit of a punch. So before we get started, I want to remind you that this month, for the rest of August, we have our in-color or our new in-color, our 2025-2027 in-color products. Select products are on sale for 15% off. So that includes the cardstock, the inks, the refills, the 12x12 cardstock, and then quite a few other items. Some of our designer paper, some of our kits, all 15% off. So you want to check that out on my website. Okay, I know I'm on a few minutes early, but I was ready to go, and I discovered I need to make some pickles today. John had planted a garden, and he had built me some raised garden beds, and so I had planted a garden, and I put cucumbers, and you wouldn't think I would have a lot of cucumbers. I think there's maybe 6 plants, but I have so many cucumbers right now, we can't eat them all. So I'm going to make some pickles, and I need to run to the store before I do that. So was not on my list to do today, but that is what's going to happen. All right, so I am going to use the Totally Awesome stamp set, and really I'm just using sentiments and then the designer paper. Now we showed you the designer paper in the past week or so. We've done several projects. And so today we're going to do a cute fun fold. I'm going to post the measurements on my blog, so you don't have to write this down because it'll be there. So I've cut this down to 4 1/4 by 8, and I've scored it at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 5 1/2, and 6 3/4. So we're going to, on the inside panel, these score lines are going to go up, and then these other the outside score lines are going to go back. So you know, I can't seem to talk today. We're going to have some tongue twisters. Okay, so I thought I would make this a beach card. So I've taken in the designer paper the panel that has the little beach scene, and I have trimmed. Am I missing a piece? I feel like I'm missing a piece. I've trimmed it off. This is another panel on that same paper that has the plaid. So I've cut that. And what I've done is cut these 4 inches tall, which is the size of the normal panel. And then a 1 inch from the left side, a 1, this is 2 3/4, and then another 1 inch. And then there's a little left at the end that I just throw away. So this is our main scene. So we are going to put these, I'm going to put this left panel with part of the umbrella on the left panel of our card base. And then this larger panel is going to go right in the middle. And then we have this one on the right with the rest of our sun. And it's okay if they're spread apart, because you'll see when we get to assembling that this is actually going to go like this. So you'll kind of see that whole scene going across like that. Now I picked this and cut this down into 1 inch by 4 inch panels, or little sections, from this smaller panel that's on this same page of designer paper. And I'm just putting this in between because we're not going to necessarily really see that, and it kind of blends in nice with the cardstock. All right, then I've taken a piece of window sheet. This is 5 1/2 by 1 1/2. I seem to have a little nick out of there, but that's okay because this is clear and we're not even going to notice that. I might flip it and put it up on the top. And so we're going to adhere this, and I'm going to use a little tear and tape. You will see a touch of this I might not put it right at the edge. I think I'm going to put it in just a little bit because I cut some characters out of the designer paper, and they're going to cover some of this adhesive. All right, but I am going to put the left side flush with the left and the bottom. So it's going to go right on the bottom. All right, and then on this side, I'm just gonna lay that out, and this is gonna go flush when that's cut. Make sure it's straight. Right there. So what that clear is gonna go is gonna bridge those, so it holds it in place, but you can go into the cards, you can fold it either way, and it's gonna fit right in your envelope. All right, so I have cut out my favorite little beach guy with his snorkel and inner tube and his water wings, and then I have a sand castle, a beach ball, and a little crab. So I'm gonna take our little turtle, we're gonna grab some mini dimensionals. I'm gonna put over here, I think I'm gonna do 4. I'm not gonna put any way over on this side because he's gonna hang over a little bit. So I wanna make sure I don't get any adhesive hanging over off this single panel. So I just want to make sure he's all on within the card and then covering most of that adhesive right there. Isn't he cute? All right, now we can take a beach ball and pop this up over on the other side to cover the other piece of adhesive, just like that. All right, well, we do need to stamp, which I probably should have done before I glued it in. So we're gonna just hope that we stamp well. We're gonna stamp Sweet Friend. I'm gonna stamp this right above the water. You can stamp hello, whatever you wanna do. And then on the back, oh, how can I did one stamp and I have ink on my fingers. You know, you just can't escape it. Okay, this one says, hope your birthday's totally awesome. This would be a cute birthday. Cute birthday card for a summer birthday. Or you can just leave it blank and just stamp whatever you want to stamp. And this is going to go on the back. Right here in the back on this larger panel. And dimensions will be on my blog. Okay. Now let's put our sandcastle. We can probably pop up the sandcastle. I'm gonna put that back here on this base. Okay, and let's just go ahead and pop up our crab. Why not? We'll put him kind of over here on the blanket. And get my fingers under there. Cute. All right, let's grab our hexagons, and I'm going to use more of this blue. This looks like more like a pool party color. We're gonna put this out in the water. It gives kind of a little sparkle to the water. We'll do one over here. Maybe we'll move this one down just a little bit. There we go. We could even, if you want, you could go for it. And I'm gonna add one right here. Yep, I think that's good. Isn't that cute? So it's going to stand up like this with our sentiment on the back. And then we have, it will stand up like that. But when you put it into the card or into the envelope, it just folds straight down, either way you want to do it, and it fits right in. Isn't that perfect? Such a cute but simple little pop-up, fun fold dimensional card. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's project. I will post measurements and supplies on my blog when I get back from the store while my pickles are sitting. They have to sit and cure for a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to get this uploaded and get the measurements put on to my blog and get that post sent out. All right. Thanks, everybody. Please click subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on future videos. And I will see you all soon. All right. Bye-bye.